Welcome to a presentation about limerick poem formation. A new scheme you'll learn and great knowledge you'll earn of limerick poem citation. Ha 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 ha. Here's a poem I wrote for you, and this is in the limerick form. That's what we're going to learn today, and hopefully you had some time to check out those limericks I sent to you. They're pretty funny, aren't they? I've got another one right here, actually. Maybe you saw this one in the book that you read. There was an old man with a beard, who said, "It is just as I feared. 2 owls and a hen, 4 larks and a wren, have all built their nest in my beard." Yikes. So these are limericks. And they believe that limericks started to become popular maybe in the 18th century in England. But the man who wrote this poem in particular, Edward Lear, wrote it in the 19th century and wrote so many of these that they became a bit more popular. Never super popular, but always somewhat popular. In fact, popular enough that comedians have even tried to parody this style. Here's one from John Clark. There was an old man with a beard, a funny old man with a beard. He had a big beard, a great big old beard, that amusing old man with a beard. That one gets me every time. But there's even other forms like this one right here. I know, it looks like a math equation, right? Well, read it. A dozen, a gross, and a score, plus 3 times the square root of 4, divided by 7 plus 5 times 11 is 9 squared and not a bit more. Ha ha ha. Thank you, Leigh Mercer, mathematician. So let's talk a little bit more about what happens in one of these poems by looking at that first one I recited to you. Welcome to a presentation about limerick poem formation, a new scheme you'll learn and great knowledge you'll earn of limerick poem citation. So we want to look at 2 things in a poem form. We want to look at the rhyming scheme and how those last words sound alike. We also want to look at how many syllables are in each line. As you can see, a limerick has 1 stanza and it's only 5 lines. Let's go through what rhymes. So we have presentation, formation. Do those rhyme together? They do. So let's say that those are A lines. Presentation, formation, learn. Does that rhyme? No way. There's a B line. So we'll use A for any words that end with that sound and B for any words that end with the sound of learn. Earn goes with learn. So we'll make that another B line, and presentation, formation, learn, earn, citation. Presentation, formation, citation. We have another A line at the end. So you can see our rhyming scheme is A, B, B, A. Pretty cool, right? Well, let's take a look at the syllables. And for limericks, after we find out how many are in this one, I'll tell you something a little bit extra about that. So, welcome to a presentation. Let's clap it. Welcome to a presentation. How many syllables did you hear? Welcome to a presentation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 syllables in that line. How about the next one? About limerick poem formation. Now the thing with the word limerick is we could sort of blend that 1 syllable in there and make it limerick. Which one would you like to do this time? You like that little blend there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Formation. So we have 9 in that one. A new scheme you'll learn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 syllables. And great knowledge you'll earn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 syllables of limerick poem citation. Of limerick poem citation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there we go. We have, see, 8, 9, 5, 6, 8. Doesn't look like it completely matches up, does it? Well, that's because the rules for this one are just a little bit loose. Even though we have this one for this poem, we can actually have a little bit of flexibility in each line. For our first line in a limerick, we can actually have 8 to 9 syllables. For our second line, we can also have 8 to 9 syllables. For our third and fourth line, we can have 5 to 6 syllables. And for the last one, again, 8 to 9 syllables. And part of that is that we could take words like limerick and sort of blend that middle syllable if we need to. Now, there are some parodies out there where they try to cram as many as they can into one of those lines to make it funny, and maybe that's something you can find out. But I'm hoping you're going to take this poem rhyming scheme and syllable structure and make some fantastic limericks of your own. Hopefully you were inspired by Edward Lear or maybe some other poem writers. Well, I hope you enjoyed this lesson, but I must make a confession. We are at the end. Now it's time to send you off to a happy work session. Goodbye for now.